Okay, so you started playing Smite, and you think it's a good game, but you don't really know what's going on. That's exactly how I felt. I'm still a very new player. I've only been playing like a couple days, but you can say that I'm a quick learner. And I tried looking on the internet, looking for guides, looking at pro players, and this, that, and the third to try to understand and pick up things. What I found about Smite is that all the guides are pretty much out of date. There's no like, oh, I can look here, find out the best build, and then I can start learning with the best build. You would have to actually die a lot by, playing the auto levels and the auto item builds, which aren't building like the absolute best for your character. And you won't realize that later until you start playing players and you're just getting slaughtered. Or maybe you're still getting slaughtered and you didn't realize that you're probably not playing the best build for your characters. You have to like hunt down, try a couple builds, see what works, see what doesn't work. You would think that the community would have more guides and things in place to help people play this game. But anyway, I decided that as I learn things, I'm just going to post it. I'm going to post it so that people, when they're searching on YouTube, they can actually find things that will help them. I'm only putting up things that will help, unless you ask me something specific. And if I know it, I'll do it. So, basically, when I first started playing Smite, I started getting hit by all these skills. I didn't really know the range because it didn't really help. I'm like, how's everyone landing all these shots? I can't even really tell like the exact distance. Is my shots really always hitting them? And everyone just seems so good, but they don't seem like good players because I've played MOBAs at a pretty high level, so I can tell when people are really good and when people know something that I don't know. Which brings us to this. This right here is a night and day difference in skill. You could have no idea how to play. Be absolutely horrible. Change these and you'll instantly start to win. I promise you. So, let me show you what these settings do. The easiest way to see what they do is to just physically see what they do. Alright. One. No, we don't need that. This is fine. Alright, put a bot. Alright, start match. Okay. Oh wait, no, I don't. Where's Neath? Is that she? Anyway. So there we go. Neath. This is my first character. As you can see, I don't really have that many characters. Still really new. I've been playing about maybe 2 days. But just for the things that I know now, night and day difference. So I want to help new players trying to pick it up. See the things that I learned. Okay. First off, you'll notice that I have a ruler here that literally says how far everything is. Look at this. 30, 55, 70. I got a little X. And you notice when I shoot, it goes right to that X. So this will help with aiming and everything. So right? I'll just mute it for now. We'll just mute it for now. So, alright. Let's go over these targeting. So by default, none of these are on. Can you imagine? None of these. It's like this. Now, imagine how lost you are going around. Yes, I know. Imagine how lost you are going around shooting like this. You don't even know if you're hitting anything, if you're doing, if you're, I mean, well, yeah, you'll get your kills. You may, I guess you would know if you're hitting things, but it's really kind of hard to judge if you're hitting the player or the creep right next to it. Now, let's go over these options. So, actually, maybe I'll turn on some of this. I'll turn on back some of this volume. It does seem kind of quiet. So first, let's talk about this ruler. So, some people, they have the line. I mean, the line, personally, I thought the line was retarded. But I can see people, they may like it. It looks a little cleaner. And you can see that, like, kind of straight in front of you when you're not moving, will hit the line. But as you can see, when you're, like, kind of strafing around, this line becomes kind of inaccurate. Alright? So, then, you have, like, the ground targets. Right? So you have this. So here you have this thing. So you have this thing to kind of go through your line to help you judge the distance. Because you could be shooting, but with this you can shoot like even though it's shooting straight in front of you because there's obviously nothing in front of you, but you can kind of judge and kind of aim with this. Now this could cause you some losses and a little time to adjust because you have to figure out what is it that works for you. High contrast, this is pretty good. So when you're looking at the ground, let's say you're attacking something, I guess this wouldn't be a good area. Did I turn off the creeps? Yes, I did turn off the creeps. Should not have turned off the creeps. Well, I'll try to explain. So you see like how it's all shadowy here? Now, if you're shooting at like say some creeps, and your cursor when you're shooting like around where the creeps are, you can always see where your cursor is because of the contrast with your cursor and everything else. Alright, let's add some more things. You have the circle. I like the circle, it's pretty cool. I was using the circle a little bit. Kind of gives you the illusion of like you're looking down like a very small scope. To me, this would be like maybe some of your shotgun people, like you probably play the FPS and you like the circle, close quarters, shotgun. I can see this probably even be good for melee, although it doesn't really matter, it's just all about preference. Me personally, I like the axe. I think that the axe is pretty good. You know, something about it just reminds me of crosshairs and things. I like the axe. And then this is where it's gonna suck because I have no creeps to aim at. But with this, you can see like let's say you're targeting something, it'll actually you can actually see like a box or like a circle around the individual target. So you know 100% that you're hitting that player over the creep. Or something very close to it. But the way that I personally like it... oh yes, the ruler. I love the ruler. Because it also shows the distance they are away. How far away I'm aiming. Because obviously... if I'm aiming like all the way out here and they're running away, I know that I'm going to be at the edge of their crosshairs. They're probably going to get away. Another interesting thing is when you're running and you're shooting, it actually slows you down. So that is something that I didn't really realize at first. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm I'm running and I'm shooting, and it's like they're getting away. The thing about it is you have to kind of close in the distance, kind of get a little closer to them, and make sure all your hits count, because they'll be going faster just normally running. So see, all right. So I'm gonna run from here to where's this damage camp. So as you can see, this that was much faster than this. You see how long it's taking me to get there? So this is another reason why when you're chasing someone, it does take a certain amount of skills. It's almost like as you're running, you gotta like kind of like weave and run a little bit to catch up, weave, try to stun them or something like that. The next thing that is pretty useful, keybinds. I don't know what it is about this game, but I've played like a lot of RPGs, and I played a lot of MOBAs, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4s and things like that. But when I'm playing this game, the keybinds in this game seem kind of, it felt a bit strange. So I would highly suggest you change the keys. If you want to go over to make it feel like more natural, so you can click the skills faster. So, and especially playing a lot of League, it felt strange. So how I have it is I have E to move forward, D for backwards, S for strafe, F for right. Right? So, you know, I'm strafing around, going forward, go backwards. You shouldn't really run backwards, especially if you're running backwards and shooting. Like, you should always strafe or turn or just straight up turn around. So you want to just do this and go like that. Don't walk backwards, it's not really good. You will die. This like look backwards will get you killed. Believe me. So continue on with the keybinds. I've obviously kept the directional arrows. Oh, the abilities. How I have it is, I mean, I have pretty big hands. Let me show you. Yeah, so as you can see, I don't look like it, but like my hands, they're huge. So because of this, I can reach like shift, right? So see, I press shift and just like that, my first skill went off. Pretty good, pretty good. And I have Q, R, and spacebar. Spacebar for ultimate. And also, some skills, you have to hold it. If you don't hold the skill down long enough, they don't want to actually go off. Yeah, and some skills have like indicator marks, so like as you can see right here. And this is something else, another reason why I like the ruler. You see how I can see like the maximum distance of like the skill, and I can see like how far out, like if I use the skill, I know it's gonna go exactly like right here. So let us test this out. Alright, so from right here, this should hit. Oh. Yeah, so. Oh, that's the next thing. If you're holding down the skill, right? You just click the mouse and it'll let go. But unfortunately, I didn't do that. There we go. So from right here. Oh, and this is another thing I was talking about. You see how I know that I'm attacking this, not this? You see how it lights up? I'm like, I'm definitely hitting this guy. So from right here, this skill should hit him. Just like I said. And you see how I now know like the exact range and how far like the skill's supposed to be? So now that you know the length of your skills, this now makes you a contender. So when you see everyone else just landing skills and doing crazy stuff and they're going godlike and you're dying and you don't know why, It's because no one plays how it is on default. Just surrender. That's right, Jason surrendered. Even though there was nothing to win. Okay. Now. Alright, defeat. Okay. So. Alright, yes. Does nothing. Wait, does this actually count to my stats? I don't know, let me see. Nope, it does not. Okay. So, now, I guess I should go over, oh, you can see, like, the stats. So you can see that I'm mostly, well, actually, now it's crazy. I finally reached about the same with Artemis as I did with Neith. So, let's look at some gods so I can show you just the difference. Okay. So, this is pretty much like what my stats were when I didn't have the ruler. I didn't know all these things. I didn't change my keys. I was playing on the default, right? So as you can see, like 7 wins, 12 losses. I was getting killed. Then here was 3.3, average 5. It was just bad. It was bad times. Now, Artemis, it's kind of crazy because he has a 61% win ratio. And 0.86. I had a very horrible game. Let me see. Where's it at? It was horrible. Oh my gosh. I must have. Oh my gosh. Is it so graphic they don't even show it? I died like 40 times this one game. It's like my team would not surrender. And I didn't realize that they had stats records like that. Oh, this is another thing you can do. Here you can actually pick out exactly how you want your skills to skill up. So when you do the automatically skill, it'll automatically go the way you want. It's kind of cool. I got a cool skin. It's kind of cool. Shout outs to my Jamaican people. Wagwan. But that's all I have for right now. So make sure you change your buttons. I'm gonna finish with the controls. Not the controls. So I use the left shift, the Q, the R, the space bar. I use the thumb for my actives. What is this? Store active 1. Yeah. I was like, what the heck? Yeah. I still use my G, so this is pretty cool. That's how I have it set up. Oh, and auto run. I was trying to figure this out for the longest time. By default, it's actually numlock, but I changed that somewhere to my middle button right here. Yeah, I changed it to this. I know. But that's all I have for right now. Becoming a master, it's not really hard. Just play. It's like one of those things where I'm sure a lot of bad players will be like a high level master just because they play the character a lot or play the game. But you know, do take note if you see someone that's a master 10 or something like that, and you know, like that means they've played them enough to at least have an idea of, you know, what they're doing. Like, it's just so crazy. My gosh. Like, just even some of these people, that like I keep queuing up with. What is this? This guy right here, Dragoon. How's his name? Yeah, let me see something. You can also look people up. Yep. You can look them up, you know, see how they're doing. As you can see, oh yeah, that's right. He's platinum too. I don't know what's with that. Like lately, every time I've been queuing up, everyone in my matches are platinum. I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if it's not supposed to be like that, because that is something for you guys. Because you can see, I'm only level 11. Like, I don't have characters. I don't have anything. And I've basically only played 2 characters. These other characters, you know, I didn't have any characters before, except for Neath. Or maybe I was forced into playing some of these characters, but for the most part, 2 characters. So I don't know exactly how this keeps happening. I thought that I'd be placed with people new, but I guess it's just different from other MOBAs. That's probably why I was losing. Now that I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. That's actually something I don't know yet. When I find out, hopefully I'll post something about it. So to summarize, keybinds. Find the keybinds that you like. This what happens to work great for me. Change this. Oh, wow, I almost forgot. Yeah, change this immediately. You will instantly start killing people. I promise you. Instantly. It takes no skill. I thought there was some hidden skill in this game, and the moment I changed it, I just started winning. It was crazy. Change that, you'll do better. And I'm sure roles matter at some point. At some point, I know roles will matter, like the higher up you go. But for the most part, just play what you want to play. As you can see, I've only been playing 2 characters, and now I'm only playing 1 character. You know, and you know, some people they get mad. Oh, I called 80k. Just play who you want to play. That same player, you know, died horribly. Died like 15 times. We still won 4 versus 5, but you know, like it seems that like 4 versus 5 is a common thing. I've played so many 4 versus 5s where like I was on the 4, and so I don't know. There's a lot of things about this game that I still have questions. But for what I have answers to, I'm gonna share. Alright, I hope you guys found this useful. Smite is a really fun game. And if you're playing League of Legends or something like that, it's a really nice change of pace. You know, it's just easy, laid back, chilling. You know? Even the people are nicer. So far. So far they're nicer. But we all know how that can change once you start playing leagues. You know, I'm not even in the league. But yeah, once you start playing the different leagues, you know, I'm sure it will get worse. I can't believe it. It's like League all over again. That's probably why it's called Leagues. Alright, thanks.